Have you ever had a conversation with a woman and walked away wondering, was she just being nice or was she flirting with me? If you're an older gentleman, especially over 60 or 70, you might assume flirting is a young man's game. But here's the truth. Women never stop flirting. It just becomes subtler, more refined, and harder to recognize. In fact, most older women, especially those over 50, flirt with charm, curiosity, and clever conversation. They don't bat eyelashes or giggle like teenagers. Instead, they ask questions. And it's in these questions that you'll find the hidden clues. The problem? Most men completely miss the signals. They think it's just small talk. But if you know how to decode these 5 types of questions, you'll start to see flirtation everywhere. So today we're going deep. We'll uncover the 5 sneaky questions women ask when they're interested in you, how to spot them, what they really mean, and how to respond in a way that keeps the spark alive. Whether you're looking for friendship, companionship, or even a new romance later in life, this video might just change everything for you. Let's dive into the first question women ask when they're secretly flirting. Question 1. Are you here alone? It sounds simple enough. Maybe you're sitting in a cafe, attending a social event, or even just walking through a park. A woman approaches and casually asks, "Are you here alone?" At first glance, it seems like a harmless question. But don't be fooled. Why she's really asking. She's trying to gauge your availability, socially and romantically. This question is her way of subtly checking if you're single without putting herself on the line. A woman won't ask this unless she's at least a little curious about you. She wants to know, is he married? Is he waiting for someone, perhaps a partner? Or is this an opening? How most men respond and miss the opportunity. Many older men answer quickly, "Yes, I'm alone," and then stop talking. They miss the moment to engage, flirt back, and keep the connection alive. What you should say instead: "Yes, I am. Just enjoying some quiet time. How about you? Do you come here often?" This creates reciprocity. You show confidence and invite her to share more. If she's flirting, she'll lean in further. Signs she's interested. She sits or stands closer after asking. She continues the conversation. She starts to ask more personal or playful questions. Question 2. What do you do with your time? This question might come up as, "So, what do you do these days?" Or, How do you keep busy?" To the average man, it sounds like small talk. But again, there's something deeper going on. Why she's really asking. She wants to know more about your lifestyle. Women are attracted to men with purpose, energy, and passions, especially later in life. This isn't about your job. It's about how you live. Are you someone who sits at home all day? Or someone with interests, hobbies, and a sense of joy? This question is a subtle way of asking, would I enjoy being around this man? What to avoid? Don't say, "Not much, just watch TV." Even if it's true, frame your answer in a way that sounds interesting. Better responses. "I do a bit of gardening, walk my dog every morning, and I just started reading historical novels again. Keeps me young." This tells her, you're mentally active. You enjoy life. You have things to share. It's attractive because it shows you're engaged with the world. Question 3. What kind of woman do you like? This is a bolder one and often disguised. It might come out as, what was your wife like? Do you prefer strong women or quiet ones? Would you ever date someone again? When a woman brings up this topic, she's flirting, plain and simple. She's testing the waters to see your preferences and whether she fits them. Why she's really asking. She's trying to figure out your emotional openness. She's checking if you're over a past partner, still emotionally closed off, interested in starting something new. It's also a low-risk way for her to insert herself into your romantic thinking. How to respond? Well, I appreciate kindness, a sense of humor, and someone who still sees life as an adventure. I've always admired women who know what they want. That's playful, mature, and shows you're open, but also selective. If she's flirting, she might say, "Sounds like me. Guess I'm halfway there." You don't seem like the kind who settles. These are major green lights. Question 4. Have you always been this charming? This question is full of teasing energy. It might be said jokingly like, "You're trouble, aren't you?" Do you always say things like that to women? You must have been a heartbreaker back in the day. This isn't just banter. It's a way for her to show interest while pretending she's just joking. Why she's really asking. This is a confidence test. She wants to see how you respond. Are you sharp, humble, playful? A boring or awkward reply kills the mood. A flirty or cheeky one keeps the dance alive. Best response. Well, I try to behave, but sometimes charming just slips out. You've just turned it back on her with a smile. This kind of playful exchange builds chemistry and lets her know you're in on the game. Question 5. Do you believe in second chances? Now we're getting deep. This might show up as, would you ever fall in love again? Do you think it's too late to start over? Isn't it strange how life gives us new chances? This is not small talk. Why she's really asking. She's revealing her own hope. This is often a deeply personal question, and she's offering you a moment to connect emotionally. If you answer with authenticity, you create a bond that's stronger than flirtation. It's human connection. How to respond. I think life surprises us when we least expect it. The heart never really retires, does it? That response shows warmth, openness, and a sense of belief in the future. If she follows up, shares her story, or asks you to meet again, that's your sign. She's inviting something real. So now you know. Women flirt in quiet, powerful ways, especially as they get older. They don't toss compliments or wear flashy signs. Instead, they ask questions. But those questions? They're filled with curiosity, attraction, and possibility. So the next time a woman asks, "Are you here alone? What do you do with your time? What kind of woman do you like? Have you always been this charming? Or do you believe in second chances?" Don't just answer. Respond. Engage. Flirt back, gently, respectfully, and with confidence. Because romance isn't just for the young. It's for the alive. And if you're still breathing, you've still got time. Let her see that spark in your eye and give her a reason to keep asking questions.